Okay, number 4. Looks like that we're not going to have any kind of terrible fractions on this one. So let's stick with my color coding stuff. Alright, so we got 3x minus 6. That's what y equals. So I'm allowed to sub that in for y. So whenever I create this big equation, it's going to be 3x minus 6 equals negative 3x minus 6. And I'm going to pick a variable side and a number side. This has the most variables because 3 is more than negative 3. So I'm going to say that's my variable side. And get rid of anyone that's on the wrong side. So this negative 6 is not a variable, so I'll do the opposite or the inverse to get rid of it. I'm going to add 6. So now what I have is 3x equals negative 3x. And then a negative 6 and a positive 6, that equals nothing, so plus 0. I don't have to put that plus 0 there, but because the students are just now learning that, I'm going to leave it here just to emphasize that those two equal 0. Okay? So now I need to get rid of this negative 3x because he's on my number side, and so but he's not a number, he's a variable. So I'm going to do the inverse. I'm going to add 3x's, and I'm going to add 3x's over here. And I've got 6x equals 0. So now you see why I left that here to emphasize that 6 times something equals 0. Well, if you need to, you can divide this side by 6 and divide this side by 6. And x equals, you say, well, how many times will 6 go into 0? Well, it can't. It won't ever go into 0. It'll go into it no times. Okay, so and this kind of makes sense because 6 times 0 equals 0. I'll say that again. 6 times 0 equals 0. So that's another reason why you can see that x equals 0 in this case. So now I'm going to pick up one of these equations. Whichever one I think is the easiest, I'm going to go with that one. They're not very different, so, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, of course. And I'm going to take this 0 and I'm going to sub it in for x, and my equation will look like this. Y equals 3 times 0 minus 6. So now I'm going to solve this. 3 times 0 is 0. So I have y equals 0 minus 6. See, I just brought that negative 6 down. And y equals a 0 minus 6 is a negative 6. So my answer, I'm going to put it in coordinate format. X is 0. So that goes first. X is 0. And then y is negative 6. So I'll put that second. There we go. That's my answer right there. X is 0. Y is negative 6.